Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Young here, and today I'm back in our Fortnite video. And in today's video, I want to share with you guys the best controller settings to use as of right now. I'm going to show you guys all the settings that you want to have if you are looking to hit more shots, if you are looking to improve your builds, edit much faster. Definitely check out the settings that I have. These are all of the very best, and I'll show you guys the best colorblind and everything in between. So make sure you guys stay to the end of the video. And real quick, before we get into the video, I have a V-Buck giveaway. I give away 2,000 V-Bucks every single Friday. So if you guys would like to participate in the next giveaway and win some free V-Bucks, all you guys have to do is to drop a like on the video. Make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. Hit the notification bell, and as well leave a comment down below of your Xbox gamer tag, PSN gamer tag, or Epic account, and you guys will be automatically entered. If you guys would like to support them in the item shop, all you guys have to do is go down to the bottom right, click on support a creator, type in my creator code, which is Young Humor, and you guys will have me added and supported as a creator. And lastly, I'm super excited to announce my new merch. You guys can find it in the link in the description or the pinned comment if you guys are interested. Definitely get a long sleeve t-shirt or a hoodie if you guys like it. And with that being said, let's get right to the video. Alright, so in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys the best controller settings to use as of right now. I'm going to show you guys all the settings that I currently have and the ones you should try out, as long as like the sensitivities that I have. So going into the settings and just showing you guys everything that I currently have on right now. So as you can see in my video settings, I have no colorblind on. I found this to be the best as the current season. Other seasons, different colorblind were better, but this season it's really just a personal preference. If you like a specific colorblind, then you can put it on. But there isn't a colorblind that makes you able to see better in Storm or gives you like an advantage in any sort of way. So there's no advantage of playing on different colorblinds. So it's really personal preference. I find colorblind off to be the best for me. And when it comes to your graphic settings, if you guys do play on PC, you want your textures on high because it's your GPU, and this game is very CPU intensive, so you want everything else on near. And as far as the bottom settings, you just want to copy them right here. Of course, if you want to put on performance mode, you can. It makes your game look pretty trash, but if you want to have the most FPS possible, performance mode is going to be the best way to do so. Definitely want to have the NVIDIA Reflex low latency on plus boost. Really nice, makes your latency really low. And then all the other settings here, you want to have exactly VSync. Definitely have that off as well. VSync is terrible. It just makes your game super delayed because of the input it adds. And as far as the game settings, we make sure the auto sort consumables to the right, have that on. It's really simple. You pick up items from the chest, your minis go automatically to the right side, and your guns go in the first slots. Disable pre-edit option. Obviously, you don't have any reason to have a pre-edited build unless you're trolling, so you want to make sure you have that on so you don't accidentally make a pre-edit when you're trying to edit your wall, for example, and you accidentally make a pre-edit and it kind of screws you in the next fight. So confirm edit on release. Definitely have that on. It's better. I think you might be able to edit a little bit faster with it off, but it's really not worth it all. So definitely have that setting on. And all the other game options here, if you're not using any of them like the NVIDIA highlights, just turn them off. Same with the record replays, which is at the very bottom. Just want to have that off unless you're using the replays for whatever reason. Just want to have them off. It doesn't make any sense to have them on, and it could improve your FPS just a little bit. Head scale, want to have it on like 80%, maybe 85 or like 75. In that range is really great. You just don't want to have it on 100. So you can have more FOV, because the more you can see, the easier it is to track and fight other players. So the controller sensitivities that I have and that you guys should try out that I think are really great this season are a 1.5 for your building sensitivity. Your editing sensitivity is on a 1.7. Your look horizontal speed is on a 46%, and your look vertical speed on a 43%. So this is really great. I think the sensitivity works well. I prefer a little bit on the slower end. Some of you guys like faster sensitivities, but I feel like if you have a lower sensitivity, you're just going to be able to aim much better, and you can still build and edit pretty quickly on these settings. They're definitely not a slouch by any means. They're not like insanely fast, but you're still able to build and edit pretty quickly here with these settings. I just like having a higher vertical sensitivity here, so you can actually play on lower sensitivity, but having a higher vertical makes it so you're able to turn left to right faster. So when you're going for flick shots, or you're just building one by ones or building behind you, you're able to do so just a little bit quicker. And that's why I usually do play with a higher horizontal sensitivity, because it just makes more sense. And it also applies to any other game I play. I always play with just a slightly higher horizontal, because turning left to right is way more important than looking up and down or say vertical. just because you don't really need to look up and down a lot. You should already have your crosshair placed where you need it when you're rounding corners, so having a higher horizontal is just going to be much better. And then the reason why you wanted to have a higher editing sensitivity is because you have to move your crosshair a lot more when you're right next to an edit as opposed to when you're far away. So that's why it's important to have a decent, not like a super high, but like a decently high editing sensitivity. So when you're ever pinned up against a wall and you need to edit out, you're able to do so quickly without too much issues. So finding the right sensitivity for you just takes a little bit of practice and creative to find what works best. But as long as you're able to edit the wall in front of you quickly, then that's the highest that you need. It's usually when it comes to building and editing, you just want to get as high as you need, but not anything more, because it doesn't make sense if you can already build a 1x1 really quickly. It doesn't make any sense to put your sensitivity like 3 or 4 points higher if you don't actually need to. It's just only going to cause you to make mistakes. And so with edits, of course, good crosshair placement is really important. As I said, when it comes to the higher horizontal sensitivity, you don't need a higher vertical because your crosshair should already have good placement, meaning that when you edit a structure, you want your gun already shooting at that player's head, so it makes it really easy to hit your shot, and you don't have to go for like a really crazy flick shot, like a really crazy vertical flick shot in order to hit your headshot. All you have to do is just finish your edit, round the corner, and your shotgun's already going to be at head level, and you're going to be able to finish them pretty easily. So that's why I like having the higher horizontal speed, and having a high vertical really isn't necessary because your crosshair placement is already going to be good and you're going to be hitting your shots that way. So as far as your ADS sensitivity, I like to have 9% and 9%. Now, I like this one a lot because it helps you hit shots from range much easier, because when you're point blank, you're going to be hip firing all the time, whether you're using the pump shotgun or SMG. You're just going to be hip firing. There's no reason to aim down sights if the player is right in front of you. So having a 9% allows you to line up shots really easily from distance. So if you're using a assault rifle, you're going to be able to do so without too much problems, and you're going to be able to track the other players without difficulty. And then I have a 0.04 look dampening. If you think your aim isn't very good, I recommend turning this setting up. The reason I have it low is because I have a low ADS sensitivity, so my shot from range is already going to be pretty good, and having a 0.04 just makes everything feel just a little bit faster. But like I said, if you really do struggle to hit your shots, look dampening time is going to be a really great setting to turn up. Turn up to like a 0.12 or 0.15, and I guarantee you're going to be hitting your long range shots and also medium shots much easier than before, because you're going to have more control over your analog sticks. But if your aim's already good, just put a low ADS and then put your look dampening on low, and I think everything's going to feel a lot smoother, and I think it's a really great sensitivity here for the season. So when it comes to all the settings I have, of course, I really do think that it is personal preference, but you really want to find the settings that work best for you. So whenever you are changing settings, I do recommend always changing it little by little. So I wouldn't recommend making any drastic change unless you just really hate the settings that you have. So I recommend putting on these settings and then maybe just upping or downing the sensitivity by like 1 or 2 points, and say your build, maybe your X and Y sensitivity or your ADS, and finding what works the best for you. But I really do recommend the sensitivity. I think it's great. I think it's one of the best sensitivities to use for the season. I'm able to hit my shots. I'm able to build and edit really quickly and consistently, which is very important. And overall, I think it's just a very solid sensitivity to use. So if you guys enjoyed this video, if this video helped you guys out, make sure you guys drop a like, hit that subscribe button if you guys are new, hit that notification bell so you guys get notified for every single time I upload and when I live stream here on this channel. But with that being said, I do appreciate you guys watching the video, and alright guys, I'll see you next video.